Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Star Ocean Second Evolution. We're here at the Symbological Weapons Research Lab, I believe it's called. There are some treasures around here, but I'm just going to head in this direction. I believe Mayor Null is here, in this direction. There are random items are all around. I think. Maybe. Maybe not. And there's basically a bunch of ruined rooms and stuff. Ah, here we go.
Ah, you're here.
What's this room for?
This room contains all of the lab's records.
Records?
The complete archives from the day it was founded to the day it was destroyed. Very valuable data, I might add.
The complete archives.
Well, don't worry. We won't start at page 1 or anything. I'd like you to take a look at the final records while we're here.
The final records? You mean the day the lab was destroyed?
That's right. I believe it'll offer us a hint on how to defeat the 10 Wise Men.
Something about this scares me.
Here we go. This will be the first time for me to see this as well.
Needs Symbological Weapons Laboratory will self-destruct in 5 minutes. The building has been completely sealed off from the outside. All personnel, please evacuate calmly into the shelter area.
Chief, you need to get to the shelter.
What's the point? The level of energy that'll be released by the creation energy device will be too much for the shelter.
But...
It'll be safe outside. The building's covered in an eternity field. It's our experimental space-time displacement shield. All the energy from the upcoming explosion will be diffused and sent to another location.
But there's not enough time for us to get outside.
I know. I'm afraid this is it for us. But you knew that too, didn't you? At least, there's something I can test now.
What's that?
This one thing I was researching. Bring Reyna over here.
Wait, what?
Your daughter?
What?
We're short on time. Hurry.
Yes, Chief.
Reyna.
Mama? Mama?
What's wrong, Reyna? It'll be all right. Mama's here to help you.
But Chief, it's experimental. It's not made for living things.
If we do nothing, then she's going to die. I want to at least give her a chance. It's too small for any of us.
All right.
I'm sorry, Reyna. I wanted to be together with you more often, but I couldn't. I've got a bit of an early birthday present for you. I wanted to give you a prettier gemstone than this, though. Once you'd grown up. Reyna. Reyna.
1 minute left, Chief.
I know. The research database access code is 3248-9976-2168-9934 BZQF. Don't use it unless you absolutely have to. Please.
That's the complete record of the moments before the lab was destroyed.
About Reyna, the chief's daughter?
Yes, Reyna, daughter of Rima, head of the Symbological Weapons Laboratory. And, actually, if you must know...
That's me, isn't it?
Reyna.
It's not like I remember any of it, but somehow I feel it's true. When did this accident take place?
I don't know how to tell you this, but it was 700 million years ago.
What? Just kidding, I already know all this, but...
700 million?
As Rima said, the energy from the explosive blast was absorbed by the space-time displacement shield. I think the box Reyna was put inside was small enough that it was affected by that space-time displacement.
They had that kind of technology 700 million years ago?
Reyna's box was swallowed up inside the space-time displacement shield, along with the rest of the energy. I can only surmise that the box made the leap in time, the exact moment it was supposed to have been destroyed.
And then, I arrived on Expel.
Yes, it certainly seems that way.
So my real mother's gone, isn't she?
Yes. She died 700 million years ago.
It's all right. It hardly seems real somehow.
Reyna.
Anyway, now we know the access code for the database. Let's give it a shot.
Reyna!
Well, now we know how Reyna ended up in the Shingo Forest on Expel. Ooh. Nope, can't get shocked. Anyways, I think we gotta head outside, I believe, at this point.
The smell of the wind. My body remembers it. I can hear the trees calling out to me. It's so tall. It must have been here for ages. I feel so serene here. Why is that? Maybe I still remember this place.
Reyna!
I'm sorry, running off like that. Guess what? I think I kind of remember this place. I don't have any actual memories, but the smell of the wind, the softness of the earth, it feels so old and familiar. How long do you think this tree's been here? 1,000 years? Maybe 2,000? Me, I'm from 700 million years ago. Just like my mother. Far, far older than this tree.
Reina.
Do you think my mother loved me, Claude? She seemed like she was preoccupied with research every waking moment of her life. Do you think she chose her research over me?
My mother was the same way. Before she got married, she was a Federation officer. Then she married my father and gave birth to me. After that, though, she went back to her research career. She was at the forefront in the field of symbol science. But she never abandoned me. Her family and her career were both important to her, and she gave everything she had to them. She once told me that she just couldn't bring herself to give up one or the other. I think your mother must have been the same way, Reina. She loved you and her research so much that she couldn't bring herself to give up either. I think that's the way she lived her life, Reina.
Yeah.
You don't have to beat yourself up over it. I know I've gotten pretty depressed over things in my past, too. Don't try to hold it all in if you can't do it. That's what all of us are here for.
Claude.
I'm just gonna let the music run for a little bit.
Reina.
You know, this place reminds me of the sacred forest.
Maybe that's why you like the sacred forest so much. It reminds you of this place. Feeling better?
Yeah, I'm sorry. You must be having it tough about your father too, Claude.
Nah, I'm fine. I'm sure he wouldn't want me being sad over him. I don't think he would anyway. We better get going. Everyone's waiting for us.
Okay.
You wouldn't, would you, Dad?
Access to symbological weapon research data requires authorization. Please enter access code. 3248 9976 2168 9934 BZQF. Access code confirmed. Please retrieve data chip.
I'm sorry I ran off like that earlier.
No, Reyna. I'm the one who should apologize for showing that to you in the first place.
It's alright. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't surprised. But one way or another, I just had to know.
Yes, I suppose so. Well, we've got the data. Let's go back to Armlock.
So does that data chip have any hints on how to defeat the 10 Wise Men, Mayor?
No, I think it's more like some kind of blueprint. For what, though, I couldn't tell you.
So now what?
Don't worry. I've got an expert here in town. She'll be able to analyze the data chip for us.
Yay, I get control again, finally. Anyways, that was a long cutscene. Anyways, I love that music in the Shingo Forest there, or Shingo Forest, the symbological weapons research lab forest there. That is my favorite piece of music in the game. I just love it so much. Those vocals, I think that's the only bit of music in the game with a sort of vocal track, even though it's not vocal, it's more like a synthetic instrument.
Good to see you again. Everyone, this is Dr. Mirage.
Oh, drop the introductions. What do you need anyway? Piling all these people into my house like this?
Doctor, I'd like you to analyze the contents of this atomic disk for us. It looks like the blueprints for some sort of weaponry, but that's about all I can make of it.
What, you want me to build those weapons for you? Are you sure you're aware of what you're saying, Mayor? Even if we made these, it'd be strictly forbidden to use them in warfare. Of all the people in the world, you should know this better than anyone else.
This isn't a rhetorical debate any longer, Doctor. The 10 Wise Men are about to unleash the symbol of annihilation.
The symbol of annihilation? How did that get into the hands of the 10 Wise Men?
We don't have time to worry about that. We need you to figure out these weapons and build them for us, Mirage. I know you can do it. Here's the disc.
I suppose I can ask you for immunity from prosecution then, Mayor.
Follow me.
Okay.
This is incredible. They're powerful enough to blow away a small moon, much less the 10 Wise Men.
What are?
What else? Can't you see them on the monitor?
But that's just a sword, isn't it?
Well, they look like normal weapons, but they're made from anti-proton matter.
Anti-proton matter?
I thought that antiprotons couldn't exist in a stable state inside a normal space.
You've done your homework, but the device in these blueprints is what makes that possible.
Lucky for us, the 10 wise men aren't aware of the existence of these anti-proton weapons, nor the symbological weapons laboratory either. I think we can use these weapons to cut through the defense field they've developed.
Just one catch. We don't have the materials we need. We need a supply of Leah metal to stabilize the antimatter.
Leah metal?
There's been a deposit of Leah metal in Manay Cave since the Old Need era. That's the only supply on the whole planet.
Well, sounds like we should go get some then.
It's not gonna be that easy, my friend.
What do you mean?
Manay Cave was moved here from another planet as part of the energy need creation process.
The cave's home to an extremely rare family of monsters with bodies made out of ore. They're called Barkians, and they're all but indistinguishable from rocks. They don't have any offensive mechanism. They're just made for defense. It wouldn't be an exaggeration to say that Manay Cave itself is made from the bodies of Barkians.
So, in other words...
Basically, the Barkians themselves are the Leah metal we're looking for.
And the more mature and strong the Barkian is, the purer the Leah metal will be.
So we can't get our hands on the Leah metal unless we defeat one of the Barkians.
That's not all. If we want to make this stuff, we're going to need the purest Leah metal we can find. Defeating a bunch of little ones won't cut it, I'm afraid. We need a big, mature Barkian. Of course, it might wind up being more dangerous than the 10 wise men.
So where's Manay Cave? Well, if we don't do anything, then the 10 wise men are gonna take over the universe. We'll have to give it a shot at least.
Reina.
She's right.
It's too early to give up yet.
All right. Manay Cave is on the island just west of Armlock. I'll need to give this to you. You'll need that to get into the cave.
Good luck, everyone.
Alright, we got our next objective. We gotta go kill a monster for some metal. Classic RPG fetch quest. Anyways, I think that's enough for an episode. I think that ran on like 20 minutes or so. So anyways, see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.